So here modify IPv4 access control list. So we have our access control list. Now it's time to modify them. You have something with you. Now it's time to modify, to delete some, add some entries, delete an entry, add an entry, modify the criteria. Was it okay? It was permit, now you're denying it, all such sorts. So two methods to modify an access control list. So we can use text editor or use sequence numbers. Text editor, sequence number. Text editor, I already showed you the text editor. It looks like this. You can use this. You put your access control list there, you edit them. From there, once you're done, you copy, paste them the other side. Or you can use the sequence numbers. We saw the sequence numbers so that every entry, it has the number, maybe 10, 20. So you can use this to edit, because when it comes to access control list, the order, it matters. The order, it matters. So text editor method collect an error in access control method, not only errors. Because now if you say error, maybe our access control list is not performing the way we want it or meeting our targets. No, you maybe want to add, you want to add to the access control entries. To do that, you can use the text editor. So you can copy the access control list from the running configuration from the device and paste them in the text editor. Make necessary edits or change, then remove the previous. Once you have the changes in the text editor, then you're free to go to the device and delete whatever that is there, and then you replace it with the new access control list by copying and then paste the edited access control list back to the router. So here we have the show run, then we have, so you can see one, deny, this is denied, this is permitted, router one. So to, as you can see, so to edit it, you need to, now you can delete, or you first copy whatever that is here, you paste it in the text editor, and then you delete this. No access list, this. Then you put it back, the edited one now. You put back the edited one. One, deny this, then the second one, which is this, and then this. So you first delete the previous one, and then you put it one. Then the other one, text editor, now here it's sequence number method. So when you look at this, we have the sequence 10, 20. So we can use access this, if you use IP access list standard. So this one here, it is named. It is actually, because this command it's for named, this one here, because the other one it is access list, then the number, the number. So the statement cannot be overwritten using an existing sequence number. So the current statement must be deleted and then so you cannot use 10. For example, you have 10 here and then you put another one with 10. It won't be overwritten. So what you can do is just first remove this and then you put the new one, but with the same sequence number. So with this IP access list standard, this is one. Then, because this is standard, this is the name, it's a one, but it's a name of the standard access control list. So you can delete no 10. Now a 10, we are deleting this, the previous one, which is this. And then we put it back. So it's 10, then deny host this. So when you look at this, it has been replaced with this. Okay. So modifying the named access control list example, the named access list example, named access list can also be can also use a sequence number to delete and then add this. In an example of this is added to deny host, which is 11. So we have show access list, our standard IP access list, no access, which is this 10, then 20. So to delete or to add, because remember we said that we cannot overwrite an entry. So what you do, you can add or you can delete and put the new or put it the entry afresh. So it's IP access list standard, then no access, no access. So we add 15. So 15 here, deny this. Ideally, the 15 is supposed to be in between this. Because the order matters, that's the reason why they are even sequence number. So this was just an error. It's supposed to be in between 10, then 15 in between here. Like that. Yeah? So to verify show access list, you have it here. Show access list. So we have two entries, as you can see. And then remember, we are dealing with statistics. So the matches, because this is a deny. So how many times have been this network been denied? So 20 matches, the permit, we have 64 matches. Those are what you call the statistics. So you can track that by running the command show access list, and then we will be able to tell how many times the entry or the entry have been actually matched. So in matching, it can be denied or it can be permitted. So you can clear the access list counter, no access. Once you do that, it goes back to 0. That's the reason why we have 0 here, because the counters are cleared. In privilege mode, clear access list counters, and then you specify the name of the access, the named access control list. So we have another packet trace activity. You complete the following objective: configure the devices and verify connectivity. Configure and verify standard numbered and then named this. Then modify the standard access control list. So secure VTY ports with a standard IPv4 access list. Now, we need to secure the virtual terminal ports, which is for remote access, with standard IPv4 access control list. So the standard ACL can secure remote administrative access to a device using virtual terminal line by implementing the following two steps. One, you create an access control list to identify which administrative host. You have to specify which hosts should be allowed to, uh, allowed remote access, and then apply that access control list to incoming traffic on the VTY line. So the command is here, access class, once you've configured, because this is the same thing as we've been doing in standard. And then now it's time to apply it, to apply that access control list to incoming traffic on virtual terminal line. So it's access list. Access list, if you've used the numbered, you state the access list number. If you've used the named, then you state the name that you used, and then the direction. Is it in or it's out? Like that. So we shall actually do the real practical on this, but as of now, let's go with this. So here we have now, these are the steps. So you can create the username, which is here admin, then the password, it's class. Then you create the access list, IP access list standard. So the access, this is not named. So the name it is admin host. Give it a, now here this is an optional and it's a comment. This access control list, ACL secures incoming VTY line. and then the entry is this. What is it saying? Permit this. It's supposed to be host. Something is missing. So you say permit host this, and then you deny the rest. So it's only this computer that will be able to access the VTY, the virtual terminal. Then exit. After that, it's time to attach. What we have or what we've configured to virtual terminal. So line VTY04, login local transport input telnet, and then the access class. It's admin, the name that we used, and then in, and then end. So it will always be on this computer or this host or any host that has this IP address. It's the one that will be allowed virtual terminal access or the remote access. Verifying VTY port is secured. So automatically here, once someone tries to access the device, then automatically you will get this login successfully admin, and then this login admin. Then show access list. It's here we have this 2, and then the deny we have 2. The encounters, the statistics, the reasons here. So the reason why we're saying that why we say that telnet is insecure, it's this. As you can see, the username it's here. It is here, and you can actually track and get the password, which is not good, or which is not the right measure or right procedure when you are dealing with something that is sensitive like passwords and username. They are displayed. The information, the credentials are displayed uh, somewhere at one point. So configure extended IP access control list. So the previous, it was all about access. It was all about uh, standard access control list. Now here we're to deal with extended Ipv4 access control list. So still with extended access control list, they can be created as numbered, what we saw, and then named. So it remains the same, only that the syntax it's different, or the parameters they actually increase. Uh, they increase because in the previous we had less parameters involved, but now this time the parameters there are many. So when you look at this, now it's for parameters, of course. Access list, now for extended, it ranges from 100 up to 199, up to 199 there. So when you look at the parameters that we have, access control list, then this the permit. So we have you can deal with the protocols, as you can see. In the previous, there was no those protocols. And then even the source and then destination IP address. In the previous one, we were only dealing with the source addresses, but here the parameters are many. There are many. So still. Because with this one here, we can protocols, and then we can use protocols, port numbers, use question mark to get to the help on this. So the 4 highlighted protocols are the most popular options. So the selecting protocols influences the port options. So some other scenarios that if you select a protocol, then you'll be forced to go with the port number. So here we have some protocols, and then with the port number. So this is the domain where we have the domain name, which is 53. We have FTP data. This is the connection 20. Then connection it's 20. Then the data transfer, it's 21. We have POP3, where we have 110. We have simple mail transfer, which is 25. We have telnet 22. We have WW, which is port 80 or HTTP, like that. So those are the port numbers. They are also part of extended access control list. So the protocols and port numbers configuration example. Now here we can use the protocol or port number. So this example we have, so it's access list 100. We are permitting TCP any. So any, what does this mean? It means that here 255.255 here 255.255. Okay? So this is the source and this is the destination control. Remember we had said in extended it's a must, you have to state the source network address and then the destination network address. So here equivalent. So we're trying to, the TCP protocol, what we're trying to permit, it's World Wide Web this way. Or you can do it vice versa. Access list 100, permit TCP any. As you can see, they are the same, but you are using port number. This is the port number, this is the protocol. Then here we have other example. For this one here, 22, it's 22, it's SSH, secure shell. And then when it comes to 443, it's HTTPS. HTTPS. So these are two protocols. And what they're saying, the permitted protocols, there are two different protocols. Well, we have SS secure shell and then HTTP, yes, secure hypertext transfer. Okay, so this is numbered extended IPv4 access control list. So still we have two when you look at this. So this, the port number, it's 80, and then this is 443. 443. So to do that, it's access list 110 permit TCP. We're permitting this this network. This is a network address. Then to any network, to any network. Then the protocol here, it is World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, it's 80, which is the same as HTTP. Then we have the second one, which is 443, which is HTTPS. HTTPS. And then after that, the access control list here, it has to be attached to an interface. So this is our interface, and it's IP access group 110, as you can see, these two. And then the direction, it is in. It's in. So we have TCP established extended access control list. Established. So TCP can also perform what we call basic stateful firewall services using TCP established keyword. So the established keyword enables inside traffic to exit inside private network and permits the returning reply traffic to enter the inside private. So in case let's say the request was generated, it's my computer trying to access Facebook outside the internal network, I should get the reply. But there should no a request be generated from an external network trying to access internal network. That is what it is. That is what is that the statement is trying to check. That if there is a request generated from the internal network, then the connection is established. It is established between the internal network and then the external network. That one it is known. But a connection cannot be initiated by external device. That one it can't happen. So that is what we have here. That any request generated from PC1 would be allowed to go to internet and then comes back. But when you look at this, it's from the client, then internet back. but it can't be from internet and then it comes to the PC and then you expect to, so it will be blocked here. It will be blocked by this control list. So TCP established extended access control. ACL 120 is configured on a permit returning, on a permit returning web traffic to the inside host. So the access list is then applied to outbound on R1 G00 interface. And then once you've done that, show access list. So we have this access list 120 permit TCP. We're permitting any network to this. So any network that this, when you look at this, this is our internal network, any network. So if this one here tries to reach any network, is to reach any network, it should actually be established. So we have this any, then this is the destination. Any, the destination. So this destination here, it's actually, we're trying to, where it is attached, it is the outbound interface. Unfortunately, we're not seeing the topology that this establish that as long as this establishes the connection, then it should be allowed the reprise to access the internal network. Interface is this, then access group 120 out. Out. So show this, we have this internet, World Wide Web, we have this, then to HTTPS. Then there is extended IP access list on this. We have extended IP access list 120. So we have 10 here, and then we have the 20 on this, the 20 on this. So when you look at this, we have this, and then established, any established. Under the topology, but I'm not seeing that topology. So naming access and access control list makes it easier to understand function, naming. So as you're trying to come up with the name of the name of the named extended access, make sure that it has a meaning. So when you look at this, it's no FTP. So as you're creating the name, make sure that it has a meaning. We have no this. So this, the name itself, it carries or it makes sense. Don't just create anyhow. So named extended access control list example, we have the topology below is used to demonstrate configuring and applying two named access control lists, two extended IPv4 access lists, to an interface. So we have surfing and then browsing. So this will permit inside HTTP and HTTPS traffic to exit to the internet. Then browsing, this will only permit the return web traffic. That is what we talked about where we mentioned the established. The established. So it has to start from this and then comes back, but not from the internet to internal. This is not allowed. It's not allowed. So so we have this. When you look at the surfing, it allows this the inside traffic to exit, then to the interface, and then now the reply, the traffic, that permits the returning web traffic from the internet, which will be allowed. And so we will have actually two access control lists there. And how are we going to achieve that? IP access list extended, we have surfing. So it's named. Remark permits inside HTTP and HTTPS. So they are here. Then we have IP access list extended browsing. Remark only permit the returning HTTPS, the reprise. Permit this. That is now where we have the established. The established, it comes in, and then you apply the two. So we have the surfing, it's in, and then we have the browsing out. And then after that, you can verify show access list to verify the statistics, the encounters. So still work on as show the show access list. So show access list, we have this list browsing, and then we have the surfing. The browsing it's from inside, and then this it's from external. external. So how to edit in case let's say you want to edit, you use the same. So you can copy paste in the editor, or you can use the sequence numbers. Use the sequence number. But if you want to replace, for example, you want to edit this one here, just rename, delete it, and then you put the new one with the same access control entry. Entry. So as you can see here, it is deleted, no 10, and then you put it back. Then you put it back. Um, so two named extended access control lists will be created in this. This is another extended IPv6 example. So we have permit one, then reply one. Still, we expect the establishment. So permit one, this will only permit PC1 TCP access to internet and deny all other hosts in the private network. So it's only this computer that will be able to access the TCP access on the internet and get the reply. Only permits specified returning, the returning. So it will this, then the reply. The rest they won't be able to. So we have the permit one. So we have remark. The access controls permit PC1. So the remark permits PC1 TCP access to internet. So here the permits for PC1, as you can see, it's host. So it's only one computer that the TCP. So it is allowed to do the FTP, the connection and file transfer, the SSH, telnet. Then we have this is the domain name, the domain www, and then HHF. And then you deny this, actually this. So it's only this PC within this network that is allowed. The rest of the other IP addresses, they are denied. And then another IP extended, now the reply. Remark only permits returning this. So permit any the destination. So from any sources, any sources to reach this. But that any sources, that is, if this PC tries to reach them, if this PC tries to reach them, then that any should be able to reply back to this host and then establish. Meaning that the initial, it's this to send the request. So if it's not the request, if it's not a reply to this request generated by this host, then that one is going to be denied. So we have this permit one, it's in, and then the out. So to verify show IP interface brief, then we can actually see the directed broadcast forwarding is disabled. So the outgoing and inbound, they are here. Okay, they are there. Verify extended access control list. Show access list, all the entries they are here. And this from the internet. From the internet. So verify extended, they show this still the same. So in the previous one we had this show access list, and then here we have show running config but begin with IP access list. Then this is the packet tracer where you will be able to complete the following objective. You configure, apply, and verify extended numbered this. Configure and apply and verify the extended named access control list. So this is another one where you'll have to configure the named extended IP access list extended. So here we have extended numbered, then extended numbered, then extended named. And then here you configure the named extended, you apply and verify this. So that is the end of this session. Thank you.